Ways. On this episode, we're gonna run through this camper setup. I've been in this for a year, so my do's don'ts. Yeah, it's one of those videos. Let's go. All right, welcome to the Outdoor Ways. For those who don't know, I'm Luke. I live, work now full-time out of this camper. Just bought this truck this year too. Making it happen. I run a media marketing company, The Herd Studios. Check it out. Also a volunteer board member on Montana BHA. I'm still trying to figure out like what. People are like, you should make videos about your camper. I'm like, well, I don't know what people want to know about their camper. I'm not that like handy. I'm like semi-handy, probably handier than the average person. I got a 21-foot toy hauler, it's called. I went back and forth between truck campers, toy haulers, like fifth wheels. I was a little intimidated by pulling one. I never pulled a trailer before. It seemed like a lot to be responsible for. I decided to go against it. I decided to do this instead of a truck camper. Primarily for the reason that I can just like set this off where I'm at now. I knew it was going to be in areas for like 2-3 weeks at a time. I can just drop it off, take my truck, take my dirt bike, whatever it is. I don't have to worry about like driving that big ass rig all the way around. Plus, I don't have like a boat to pull. A lot of people do that if they're pulling a boat. Yeah. Plus, like kitchen. I mean, I could have got that too, but like these got full kitchens, full heaters, full showers. It's got more water on board. You know, look at that. Oh yeah, baby, got some carrots today. Trailer, it is lighter, so it's kind of nice. I can pull it with just like a regular truck. Easy to maneuver. I think for just me, one person, I got my friends that come in, I got a bed in there, like my bed, full crew bed, perfect for that. After using it for a year, I don't think I got any regrets. No, I don't right now. It's perfect for what I need right now, in the way that I'm moving about. Excited. I got a new truck this year, same camper, and this new dirt bike. Let's go. I spent a lot of time on Forest Service, and there's a lot of badass trails around Forest Service. So I'm just putting some oil in it now. When you're putting in any bolt, just start it by hand. I'll start with a wrench. It's a good way to strip it. You can really fuck yourself up then. So. Me, you didn't know anything about hooking up a trailer when we started this. I had my dad, luckily, come along for a couple weeks, show me up. You see how I backed in? I don't have a backup camera, so I can't see this. You can buy like a little, I heard some like Bluetooth ones, things like that. I don't hook it up that much for me, not a big deal. Put this right in line. Obviously, there's like inch or two, not inch, like half inch difference you can do. This is your pin. Make sure this is back. You see how you got to pull back, right? And then you pull it down. So. You'll just kind of see in here. Each one's different. I've only had really one trailer ever used in my life, so I'm just. I'll have my dad a little bit in the future, in the past, I mean. So, just gonna get it down. Sometimes, like you may have to wiggle a little bit to kind of get it. Depends how close you got it exactly in there. You'll kind of see it like slide down into there. The jack here. You'll be able to see once it's all in there, and then you'll just push this forward. This should just go in. See, like right now, it's not going forward. So I can see that the ball's a little bit further back. So what I'm gonna have to do is get in the truck and just pull it ahead like a half an inch and just let it slide up ahead. See, this won't go forward right now. So I'm gonna go do that. We're gonna kind of pop a little bit. So now, look it, that's in. It's all the way down. You don't want to check this. Make sure it is. I forgot about this before I drove away. I was lucky enough to have it happen. But so you're gonna slide this pin in there. Lots of different pin shapes. There you go. Okay, so that's on. I'm gonna make sure this goes, pull this all the way up. Yep. And then these are your safety chains. There you go. So these, you're gonna make sure these don't drag. I know there's a lot of signs sometimes during fire season. These can spark. These cause a lot of road tight stitches. So again, your safety chains. Make sure they don't drag. A lot of times, you drive down the road a little bit, you're gonna want to check, see everything's going, especially the first time. Those go into there. There's little clips on there. This is your emergency brake if it falls off. Also, you don't want to make sure it's dragging. A lot of times I'll put this, run it through the safety chain, clip it in there. Okay, you don't want that to drag either. So I'm gonna finish doing this, and then lastly, this is my plug-in. So my old truck I had didn't have this. This has the brake controller right in it. My truck does, so this is way better. Before you had to get like you can get like a Bluetooth thing if your truck doesn't have it. They're like $300. I'll put a link in the description. And then yep, just put that in there. You kind of hear it like click in a lot of times. You kind of see it's in there. All right, now we got last piece of the equation. Truck. 5.7 liter. What the hell that means? I know it's not 8-cylinder. I got a single cab. I was looking around. I didn't really need a quad cab. Plus, I was still gonna save like 10 grand. It's a work truck. Work truck means there's like no basics. There's no backup camera. There's no. It's got power windows, but like less electronics. It was probably an old like construction shop. Alright, so now we're strapped in the seat, driving. My philosophy generally on driving is it shouldn't be overly stressful. It should try some fun. Hopefully driving is a fun experience for a lot of people. With the camper, my biggest advice is just drive a little slower. Give yourself some room, people in front of you, and definitely not hard on the gas and brakes. You can, if you like driving fast, whatever, knock yourself out. You're gonna do shitty gas mileage. You might find yourself in a situation. I'm kind of newer driving the trailer, so I can definitely drive slower. Let's see here. So, overview of my dad. I have a tow haul button, which the tow haul button allows essentially what's happening is it's shifting later in the process. So instead of shifting at like 2,000 RPM, it's shifting at like 3,000 RPM. It keeps your motor running, which in return keeps your transmission fluid temperature down. I'm lucky that I have a gauge on here so I can kind of see where it's at. And looking at the internet, there's like 200 to 220 is like your high zones. Anything over 220, like you can get some serious damage with your transmission. So kind of keep below that. What else is going on here? Brake controller. I'm kind of new to a brake controller, but this is the brake controller over here. You can set it like 1 to 5. I have it set pretty low right now just because I drive pretty slow, and you kind of, I don't know exactly how best use case of the brake controller yet. I haven't gotten to a situation. They say like if you're slippery and you're running into like bad weather, it'll help like straighten out the trailer. If that starts like fishtailing or something like that, you can do this manually. But also as you push your car brake, it already engages that too. So I have my car brakes working and then also the trailer brakes working. In general, just like give yourself more room between cars. It's like riding a motorcycle in my opinion. Don't be riding somebody's asses. There's gonna be people that like a lot of times I get scared because people are like right on my ass, things like that. But especially if you're going down like a big long hill and you're going too fast by just like the weight behind you pushing you, drop it down into a lower gear and you keep it around like 3,000. Don't really go over 4,000 RPM, and you don't gotta sit there and ride your brakes. Look around, enjoy the scene. When looking at your truck, there's like a towing capacity, something I learned from my old man too. This one says like 9,000, but that's like straight. That's towed for like straight road. These are some windy mountain roads. So obviously it's gonna be quite a bit more strain going up the hill, especially on a hot day. I notice my fluid gets the hottest when I'm like idling or like going slow through a town. So I don't let it idle too long. I got a lot of people that are like, "Oh, Luke, you're living like the absolute best life. This is my dream life." I'm always like, "Okay, yeah." I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, well, whatever." I'm like, yeah, Will's built, but anyway. So a lot of people ask me like, "Luke, what do you do? How do you sustain this? Like, you just fucking around every day?" The sad reality is, this is where I spend a lot of my days still, plugging into this thing. Not sadly, but I chose to take the route of like, I've traveled a lot before and like not had anything to do for a while and I get bored. So it is nice to have something to do. And organizations such as BHA to be involved in. I feel like I have a computer world, this world. So yeah. While I do abundantly look for ways to fuck around and do stuff outside, I do run a video production company. What's your favorite tool in here? I would say, this. Tool number 2, action number 1, tool number 2. This is an Anchor power charger. This is going to charge my phone up like 5-6 times. Charge my computer, my laptop, like 2 times I think almost. Like this, I feel like I have a computer world, this world. So yeah. the end of the camper tour. Thanks for joining along. You're gonna see us running around public lands, see some cool spots, see some cool people. I'm just trying to make this outdoor way so things work. So if you guys got any ideas, videos, somebody's doing anything cool lately, or like done do something cool, yep, or somebody that is doing something cool, or a cool organization or something like that, send them over. We'll do a little piece on them. There we go. Alright, that concludes the camper tour. I'm Luke. This is the Outdoor Ways. Thanks for following along. Any questions, any comments? Also, any other tips on your rig or anything that you got, whether for the daytime person, the full-time, or whatever it may be. It's fun. I'm not trying to convince you to get a camper or anything. I just thought I would add a little depth to what the Outdoor Ways is, how we go about things.